Hi there, I'm Nitlaksh Gupta and I would like to welcome you back to my channel after almost 2 years of posting my last video. Now, what has happened yesterday, the 28th of January 2023, is that a Mirage 2000 aircraft and a Sukhoi Su-30 MKI aircraft of the Indian Air Force have collided somewhere over Madhya Pradesh, and it turned out to be an extremely unfortunate event because one of the pilots, the pilot of the Mirage 2000 aircraft, Wing Commander Hanumant Rao Sarathi, did not survive this crash. So, firstly, I would like to begin this video on the note of giving condolences to the family of the deceased. Many respects to him. He was a brave pilot and a wonderful patriot. And firstly, I would like to make it clear that many people are mocking the strength of the Indian Air Force, and that is exactly what I'm here to bust. Now, the thing is, there are a few scenarios that are extremely important for us to note so as to find the cause of the crash and why exactly everything happened. Now, what I'm gonna say right now is just one day after the crash. Nothing has been determined or officialized yet. However, from whatever I've been hearing from the news and online articles, I'm going to portray that and explain why that would have happened if the causes are actually right. Now, when two aircrafts crash at the same time, I don't think it can go any further than a mid-air collision. So now the thing is that what is being said online is that it was a bombing mission, which means that it must be done with an aircraft that is either a ground attack vehicle like a Jaguar or a multi-role fighter aircraft such as the Mirage 2000 that was involved in the crash yesterday. So, in such a scenario, some of you might have watched the movie Top Gun Maverick. In such a scenario, when you target some enemy targets which are on the ground, the enemy forces, of course, get alerted, and then what they do is that they launch their aircrafts in retaliation and intercept our fighter aircraft. So, if it was actually a bombing mission, as the media calls it, that is what must have been happening. Now, the other factor is that because it was a ground attack mission, often when the target is small yet dangerous, you have to dip very below to have a lock on it and then fire the air to ground missiles. So, of course, the Mirage 2000 must have been flying very low. The Mirage 2000 is a multi-role fighter. The Sukhoi 30 is an air superiority fighter. So the story that I was telling you about the retaliation from the enemies, the F-16s from Pakistan were replaced by the Su-30s in a training mission in what happened yesterday to stimulate what must happen if we were in a war with Pakistan in a similar scenario. So, of course, the Su-30 came around to intercept the fighter, and there was some incursion that caused both of them to collide. Now, what is more important again is that the Su-30 is a highly agile fighter, and it is advanced to the point that even if it chips one of its wings and it is in a high speed, it would still be able to fly for some distance, and then the pilot would definitely have a lot of time to properly assess the situation and eject accordingly. However, the Mirage 2000 of course, is not that advanced. And secondly, if the accident happened at a lower altitude, then what must have happened was that right after the aircraft collided, two scenarios must be possible. One was that the wing of the Su-30 must have clipped directly into the cockpit of the Mirage 2000, killing the pilot there. Or what could have happened was, even if it clipped some other part of the Mirage, the pilot would, according to my calculations, the pilot would not have more than 0.6 seconds to try to assess the situation and eject successfully out of the aircraft. So again, many condolences to the family of the deceased. I was just going through social media and a few handles online, and it really shocked me to see that firstly there were Indian people who were criticizing the power of the Indian Air Force and criticizing the people who are working in the defense day and night to keep us safe while we have a peaceful sleep. And then of course there were people from Pakistan also, क्योंकि मतलब कहा जाता है कि अपना घर बचाने के पैसे हैं नहीं, दूसरों का घर जलाने चले. They don't even have the money to buy wheat grains for their house, and now they are doubting the abilities of the Indian pilots. So of course that is one extreme irony, though I'm not gonna be very honest about what I really think about them, because that can get me into a lot of trouble online. So now again, in this scenario again, as I will come back to the mission, another scenario is that because the Mirage was practicing the bombing, it must be also carrying some missiles. So even if the wings of the Su-30 and Mirage clipped, the Su-30 must not be loaded with missiles, because if you get a lock on another aircraft, in a training mission, it basically means a kill. So you don't need to have a missile on a Su-30 in a friendly training mission. But the Mirage 2000 must be trying to intercept some target on the ground, and because of that, it must be carrying a few missiles, which might have also exploded when the wings of the aircraft chipped, if that happened at all. So now, of course, to all of these people who are saying that the defense is not competent enough to save us and all that, I hope this video enlightens you and makes you have some respect for the people who have worked day and night for our safety and fought in multiple wars for that as well. So I would like to conclude by saying that you should never ever doubt the defense of the country that you're in, or even be anti-nationalist in any thing. You can belong to any social group. I'm not going to be saying anything against that. But if you're an anti-nationalist, then you do not deserve to avail the benefits of living in a particular country. So I would like to thank you all for watching this video, and I will be trying to upload a few videos every month now. So I would love you to stay tuned. Please like, share and subscribe, and also please comment about if you have any recommendations for me and my channel. Thank you so much and good day. Jai Hind.